It's been so long, I forgot.
think we're excited, you know, and it doesn't really matter what your role is. We always talk about trying to be a star in your role. We're going through the process. It was a good week of practice and preparation. I like where the guys are at, and I'm sure every coach does at this time of the week. But we got another day tomorrow to tighten some things up, and we'll get those things cleaned up, and then that'll put us in position to see what we can do on Sunday. You know, we always talk about getting better and putting ourselves up in a position to be successful. I want to see us do that. I want us to see us just continually play. If they stop us, that's okay. Let's just keep chopping wood. Let's just keep working. Next play mentality, and just be in attack mode the whole time.
To me, I think it's very simple. Just going back to work, being more detailed, being more decisive when it comes to decision making, when it comes to our players, what spots to put those guys in. But overall, just being able to get our guys to just relax and go cut it loose. I think I kind of addressed the guy yesterday as far as a feeling of sometimes being wound up too tight or afraid to make mistakes, and just get these guys back to having fun, being confident, playing good ball.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Carolina Pro Football Report. Here from lovely Tampa, Florida. Partly cloudy skies, but a lot of sun starting to peek out. So a good day for some NFL football. The Panthers trying to get their second win of the season. They really need this win since all the changes that have occurred recently. And then there are the 4-7 Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are on a 2-game slide, so they'll be in their first home game since week 10 of the season. But some good developments for the Carolina Panthers this week. J.C. Horn cleared to come back. He is active this week. We'll see if he will play this week, but he is available for the team, so we'll give you an update on that later. But we talked to J.C. earlier in the week. He's very anxious and excited about getting back.
Just being a piece of the puzzle. You know, the defense been playing great these last couple of weeks. And when I'm out there, I just want to, be another piece of the puzzle and keep the thing going. It does make you anxious just because, like, the more healthy you get, you want to be out there. Like, you feel like you can do it, but also you got to be smart about it and just understand the position you're in and make sure you A1 before you come back.
And another bonus for the Carolina Panthers defense this week. They get back Jeremy Chin and linebacker Yetur Gross-Matos. So all of these guys are back and available this week. So if they all play, it'll be a bonanza for the Carolina Panthers, who are facing a Bucs squad that is very vulnerable right now. Also, defensive end Chris Wormley has been moved up, so a lot of players available on this defense. So really looking for them to make an impact. What do they need to make an impact for this week? Mike Evans, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver. He was the game changer last season, but the difference this year is we have a healthy Dante Jackson, but we also obviously have a healthy J.C. Horn. So if everything goes well, the Panthers defense should have a day to really shine this week. And with Tampa Bay receiver Chris Godwin also questionable, things are not looking as bright for the Buccaneers. Also, the Panthers' run defense, despite the Bucs being last in the league in rushing, they have the potential to exploit the Panthers' run defense, which is 28th this season. 39% of the defensive drives for the Panthers end in a touchdown. And another stat here is all 31 explosive rushes for the Panthers put them at the third highest rate for explosive runs against them. So while they are making steps with the red zone run defense, in the middle of the drives, these explosive runs, that is what is likely the cause of allowing these teams to get in range of scoring. So the Panthers will have to make sure they maintain that today. This is a game where, just like this previous week against the Titans, Derrick Henry, 2-game slump, but then was able to break out and have a decent performance against the Panthers. So they have to make sure that they are buttoned up on that side of the ball, that part of the defense as well this week, and not over-prioritize.
I think containing him under 100 was a good job. I would say in those short areas of the field, stop him from getting the end zone, that was pretty tough. But, I mean, we approach every game the same way when it comes to a good runner or whatnot. You just got to get hats to the ball, tackle high, knock him back.
We hit that threshold and try to be under, 4 yards a carry. I mean, Derrick Henry had one big run on us. He had that one run, the one touchdown run where he exploded through. So the other one he got a touchdown on us down on the goal line. But that's one of those things where we take pride in it. We work every week. That running back's not Derrick Henry, but I'll tell you what, he's an explosive guy himself. He gets downhill quick. So for him to be able to get up on the line like that, we got to be sufficient in filling holes and be able to do our job.
They did a good job last week against Indy, and we know that we got to be ready to defend the run. Obviously, the passing game and the weapons they have, the quarterback, is the strength of their team. But obviously, they're going to try to run the ball, especially the way we play. I got to imagine they're going to try to get it going.
And the other assignment for the Carolina Panthers today, as they start to fire up here in the stadium as the fans are coming in, they'll have to contend with Baker Mayfield. Now, they're very familiar with Mayfield as a member of the Carolina Panthers last season, but once again this year, Baker Mayfield has been prone to those interceptions. He's had 7 this season with his 17 touchdown passes this year, but they'll be looking to get after Baker today. Now, something that we talk about frequently on ADSN is the Panthers need to get off to a fast start. Getting off to that fast start, especially getting ahead when it's a touchdown versus field goals, it puts the opposing offenses off balance. So they have to steer away from their more balanced run versus pass scenarios. And today, having Baker Mayfield having to throw into the teeth of the Panthers' pass defense is what they want. So now with regard to the Panthers' offense, the struggle to score. They've scored under 16 points in 6 out of 8 of their last 8 games. So really have to step up their scoring this game. They're ranked near the bottom of the NFL in passing yards per game, ranked also near the bottom in run yards per game. So not a very prolific offense. But as we mentioned, with 2 of their star linebackers out for the Buccaneers, should be a good day for the Panthers to test the waters, get some more explosive plays, hopefully because of where the Bucs are right now defensively. Now, Bryce Young, he's steadily improved this season. No one can deny that he is progressing this year, but will that progression be effective enough? And we still don't know how much the coaching changes and the most recent situation is affecting Bryce just yet. But we'll get a chance to see that today. He has a good relationship with Thomas Brown, so there should be some increased continuity this week. So we look forward to seeing that. And because the Buccaneers are last in the league, dead last in the league at 260 plus passing yards per game, this is the perfect opportunity. Now, that is on paper. We've seen it in the past where the Panthers have looked very good on paper against the team and still found a way to give it away. So hopefully they can eliminate the penalties. We talked to Thomas Brown earlier in the week, and one of the things he said was they're trying to get the guys to play looser instead of trying to focus on focusing. So what they really want is for them to just go and relax and be themselves and play and just ball out today. So hopefully they'll be able to accomplish that ideology and get into that mode today now that the smoke is cleared from the business that transacted before with Frank Reich now leaving and also Deuce Staley. So hopefully they've settled down by now and they'll be ready to really take it up a notch on this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense today. And with more on what this matchup holds today, let's check in with Carolina Panthers Spanish radio analyst Antonio Ramos.
First game for the Panthers after firing Frank Reich. Divisional matchup against Tampa Bay, facing a familiar face with Baker Mayfield under center. For this, inconsistent Buccaneers offense, they have not established the run at all this season. They have averaged a league low 3.4 yards per carry. Psychologically, this is a very important game for the Panthers. This team will need to stay together during these tough times. Interim coach Chris Tabor, he talked about during the week about unity, about playing hard. Things are not going to change drastically in 1 week, but I expect a different mindset from these players and some adjustments from the coaching staff and an offensive standpoint with Thomas Brown and Jim Caldwell more involved in this attack. They might not fix everything in 1 week, but they will try to make this offense look slightly different for this game and the 6 games to finish the season. Panthers are also getting healthier. That's a good news. They activated J.C. Horn, they activated Jeremy Chin and Yetur Gross-Matos from IR. Let's see if they can play. And the Bucs will have key defensive pieces out. Both star linebackers Lavonte David and Devin White are out. Cornerback Jamil Dean is out as well, and wide receiver Chris Godwin will be a game-time decision. This will be the first of 3 consecutive divisional games for the Panthers, hoping that Carolina can show a different mentality and different personality to finish the season in a decent fashion in 2023. Even with all these injuries on defense, the Bucs, it's a very solid unit. They're ranked number 2 in red zone. They're ranked number 8 in run defense. However, they're bottom last in passing yards per game, allowing 267 yards. And their third down conversion percentage is the 3rd lowest in the NFL with 44.5%. Carolina needs to play with a lot of energy. You know, special teams play complementary football. I think the defense could have a strong day against Baker Mayfield. They can be a factor if they can pressure Baker. And again, without 3-star players on defense, this Panthers offense could show a different face. I have the Panthers winning this one 21-17.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, and as Antonio just alluded to in that last segment, both of Tampa Bay's star linebackers, Devin White and Lavonte David, will be out today. So a really good opportunity for the Panthers to get some good looks at what their offense can do, both in the run game and in the pass game. But to do that, they have to match these keys to the game this week, and one is what we already mentioned. They have to get that fast start on offense. First quarter scoring is going to be essential today so they can get out and get the Bucs off balance very quickly, especially in the first half. The second key is protect Bryce Young. Bryce Young has had nearly 50 sacks this year. He's taken that many sacks this year. So nobody's made of steel. He might be pretty tough, but he can't last forever being beat up like that. So they'll have to do a better job of protecting him today to give him enough time so that they can exploit what is on paper a really good opportunity for the Panthers to step up on that offense. And then key number 3, as we also mentioned, is limit Mike Evans. And to do that, they'll have to pressure Baker Mayfield so they can't get that duo going, because that can be the most explosive element of the Tampa Bay game. Mike Evans, very, very crafty receiver, so he finds a way out of no way. But the Panthers will have to deal with that today. But with their top-ranked pass defense, they should be able to make that containment if J.C. Horn is available to complement Dante Jackson. So looking really good for the Panthers defense. Now, normally when we go to a city, visiting city around the league, we go out and we find out the best place for Tampa, for Carolina Panthers fans to go eat after the game or during their stay. We didn't do that this week because we already showed you previously about the Columbia restaurant. It is the best place in town. We went there again for dinner, but we just did film this year. So if you are looking for a meal after the game or in days, if you stay any other extra days, make sure you make it over to the Columbia restaurant and tell them ADSN sent you. They've got everything on the menu you could imagine, a wide menu, great soups, salads, entrees, all the Cuban flavor that you can imagine right there in Ybor City. So be sure to check in with them. But what we do have for you today is the Carolina Panthers. Even though it's hot here, it's very Christmassy in Charlotte. And that started with the Carolina Panthers' recent tree lighting with the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC. So here's a look back at that event.
We are here at this year's 2023 Christmas tree lighting in front of Bank of America Stadium. Everyone is out here despite the rain. Food trucks that's out, people are eating, sipping on cocoa. I don't have my cocoa because the real fun is actually inside.
It's Christmas time. Grab your coat, it's getting cold. Just look at the falling snow. This season's greetings.
Well, despite the weather outside, I think it's fantastic in here. We have lots of activities for kids and families. You can write a letter to Santa, get your picture taken with a menorah. We've got hot chocolate and cookies and food trucks and so many things for families to do to celebrate the holiday season here at Bank of America Stadium for the annual tree lighting.
Did you get to talk and sit with Santa?
We did take a picture with Santa, although I think I'm a little bit old for that.
Never too old for Santa.
Never too old. We're so happy with the turnout. The rain has let up just a little bit, and so we hope that the more than 30,000 people who collected tickets for today will still show up because it's a fantastic environment and you're protected from the elements inside.
I enjoyed the combo of inside and outside, so yeah, I liked it. He was excited to go in the stadium, so it's like,
right. Because it's most likely people's first time actually going in the stadium, so that's a cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Bethany, how are you enjoying yourself out here this evening?
Oh, I love it so much. So far, I've already seen Santa, told him what I'm expecting on Christmas Day. Got my lovely face painting.
I saw.
Complete with glitter, so that's super fun. And I love just seeing everybody smiling and all coming together.
Awesome,
The perfect way to start Thanksgiving week and go into the holidays.
People want to be out here. It's the Christmas spirit, it's the holiday spirit, it's the turkey spirit.
Oh, the turkey spirit. Are you ready for some turkey Thursday?
Yes, I am so ready to eat, mashed potatoes, greens, beans, tomatoes.
Are you visiting any of these food trucks out here? Because I can smell it from where we're standing.
Oh yeah, they got some good barbecue and cheesecake. Awesome.
I have to ask you, Bethany, have you been naughty or nice this year?
Definitely nice. I have tried my best to set a good example and be a positive role model.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Oh, I have been on the nice list, so I'm expecting something nice this year.
If you look through my track record, it might say naughty, but if you look overall, it says I'm nice.
I've been a little bit of both.
She said a little bit of both, yeah. Have you been on Santa's naughty or nice list? Be honest.
I probably should, but no, I have not.
Have not? See, he was real, y'all. See, I like him.
Welcome to the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC 10th annual tree lighting. You ready? Bradley Bozeman, Bram Bronico, and homegrown Jalen Lindsay. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree, and a partridge in a pear tree.
And that's a wrap for the ADSN coverage of the 2023 Carolina Panthers Christmas tree lighting.
All right, so very festive back in Charlotte. Look forward to ramping up this holiday season. But back to the football action today here at Raymond James Stadium. The inactive lineup changes have just come out. Earlier we did see Yetur Gross-Matos, Jeremy Chin, and J.C. Horn warming up earlier. So with the inactive report, J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chin, and Yetur Gross-Matos are activated. Were activated on Saturday, and the Panthers will be again without Hayden Hurst and Tommy Tremble today. Tommy Tremble with the groin injury from last week's game, along with Von Bell with a shoulder injury. So the injuries, you get a little bit of good, but you get a little bad with that. And then Chandler Zavala, obviously on IR, Laviska Shenault on IR. So still waiting to see. So the Panthers are starting to get there. So J.C. Horn are back to a 53-man roster. So yes, it looks like those three will be active and will play today. So look forward to a much improved defensive performance, especially trying to wrangle in Mike Evans today. So that's your Carolina Pro Football Report on ADSN from Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, Florida, and we'll see you after the game. So they are active, right? So they are all three active, right? Let's see right here.
Roster, but that doesn't mean they're active today. They've been activated to the roster. That happened on
I botched it a little bit. The main guys they wanted to know who were playing. I got that.